Hi, I'm Fred Frank here at Dr. Frank's Winery. Here at Dr. Frank's Winery, it's really been a family affair over the years. A number of members of the Frank family have really contributed to the winery's success. Of course, it was founded by Dr. Constantine Frank. He was a PhD in viticulture and he specialized in techniques for growing vinifera in a cold climate. So he really created the renaissance that we see today in the New York industry. But his right-hand man in the early years was my uncle Walter Volz. That was one of his son-in-laws. And Walter came from Germany in the early 60s and really assisted Constantine both in the vineyard and in the cellar and really contributed to the winery's early growth. And his son today, Eric Volz, is our current vineyard manager. So Eric learned working together with his father Walter, and Walter learned from Constantine, my grandfather. So we really have a long tradition here. So when Willie took over the winery in the early 80s, he started the Chateau Frank from a historic stone-cellared winery built in the late 1800s. And we've won many awards with the Chateau Frank sparkling wines. And then my sister Barbara Frank was actually a winemaker here back in 1989. She then left the winery and moved to New Jersey and started a family there. But she continues to help the winery consulting, particularly at our Chateau Frank sparkling wine facility, where she assists with the blends there. And she also helps quite a bit in the New York City, New Jersey metropolitan area with wine sales, wine tasting, wine education. So she's really been a big asset for us, particularly in the New York City market area. And then we've had a number of actually great-grandchildren over the years who've worked at the winery during summer vacations. Eric's daughter, Kara Volz, helped us in the tasting room. Several of my children have helped over the years. Kyle Frank has helped both in the vineyard and in the wine cellar. Gretchen Frank has helped in the tasting room as well. And then Megan Frank, she hopes to continue the family management of the winery into its 4th generation. So she's currently studying in Australia wine in graduate school, and we're really excited that she's taken an interest in continuing the winery into its 4th generation, which really would be unprecedented for an East Coast winery. Even by California standards, there's just a handful of wineries that have made it that far into the 4th generation. So it's an exciting time at Dr. Frank's.